we have a world that is telling us what to value and what a high value man or a high value woman looks like. And we need to get back in touch with what high value is to us. What's the kind of love that is in line with what I value, with what I care about? Because so many people, the lists that people do have, whether they're literal lists or they're just in their mind, is that so much of what's on that list is about ego. It's not about what makes us happy. You know, ego is, does this person fit the bill for what I'm looking for?
Are they going to make me look good with my friends or family or?
Yeah, there's a great, I want to read this because there's a great moment in the book about this that is really, really powerful in terms of the ways that people, I think, get the lists wrong in life. Yeah, so have you ever seen the movie Up in the Air? Like George Clooney?
Yes, the flying one, where he's constantly flying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's on a plane
Anna
like
Kendrick,
every day.
I think it's Anna Kendrick.
Uh-huh.
But there's a conversation between Anna Kendrick and a woman who's, I don't know, 10, 15 years older than her, maybe even a bit more, where Anna Kendrick is basically giving off her list of what she wants.
In a man.
In a man, yeah. And she's heartbroken at the time that she says this. Like, truly heartbroken because this guy has broken up with her. And he was everything that she wanted. And she says, he really fit the bill, you know? White collar, 6'1", college grad, loves dogs, likes funny movies, brown hair, kind eyes, works in finance but is outdoorsy. I always imagined he'd have a single syllable name like Matt or John or Dave. In a perfect world, he drives a 4Runner and the only thing he loves more than me is his golden lab and a nice smile. There's nothing in that description about how this person makes her feel, about actual like great values that this person has. It's like a casting call list. And it's extraordinary to me how many times people, when someone says to me, I'm really struggling to get over this person, I say, well, what was it about them? You would be shocked when people say what it was, how little it often has to do with how this person treated them.
Really?
No.
What do they say usually? Is it about more like
it was
how they showed up on paper?
How they, like they were this, they were like, basically they described their eligibility and and also
they had a
it's
good
like,
job,
but it could also be they're funny and they're just so like, you know, I don't know. They could say we had such a great time together when we were together, or we had this amazing connection, but they'll often describe how impressive the person is. And what they don't say is they were so good to me. Or they showed up so consistently in my life, or they really saw me, or I really felt like I could be everything, like I could be exactly myself with this person.
Right. That's big.
You know, it's so rarely those things that get described.
About missing someone.
It's it's more about idolizing that person, or it's about like worshiping how great that person was, but it's not about how great that person was for them.
How they made them feel.
Yeah.
And what I heard you say was consistently, because some people might say, well, we had amazing times and he made me feel so good, but was it consistent? Maybe it was good every other week.
I had someone ask me recently, Matt, what do you do when you have an epic connection with someone on a date and then they ghost you afterwards? And I'm like, what do you mean? I get it. We can go on a date and have this incredible moment with someone. We can have an incredible time with someone. But what value is that if it doesn't continue?
Right.
It's literally worthless if it doesn't continue. If what you want is a relationship and a connection doesn't turn into a relationship, then by your standards of what you value, which is a relationship, it's worthless. Mm-hmm. It means nothing. A relationship, by definition, continues.